neglected in shelters and otherwise, and kind of get this bad rap. So let's make it focused on pit bulls.
Well, 70% of the dogs at Hillsborough County Animal Services are pit bulls.
Wow.
So, you know, that is kind of what we have. HCAS also has a really innovative program which was started by volunteer Dwayne Bryant, where he has assembled other volunteers to work with dogs in the shelter and begin their training. So it's really, we're partnered up with them in that gives us a chance to observe these dogs over a period of time. They get their basic, they start to get their basic training at HCAS, and then when they've completed that and they're able to pass, they're training toward passing the American Kennel Club's Canine Good Citizen test.
Okay.
So when they pass their test, at that point is when we pull them into our program. So this is what we have, is we have some pit bulls who are canine good citizens, and, you know, that's why we use them. They work, they bond very well with people, they're very loyal, they're very trainable, and, you know, the bad rap that they have is really not something that they deserve.
Right. Well, no, I couldn't agree more. We've done some shows and parts of shows on that, and we'll get into more of that maybe as the show unfolds. And of course, we just heard Dozer doing a good shake, it sounded like, and I think he was responding affirmatively to what Paul was saying. So, okay, so they get through the Good Citizenship program, and then how long is the Pit Bulls for Patriots program before they're sort of considered, you know, ready to sort of be living on their own?
It's nominally 6 months.
Okay.
And, you know, we really work closely with the veteran and dog during that period of time. Now, people advance at different rates, and some people can pass. There's various levels of testing that we do to make sure that the dog is really capable of doing the job and well trained to the dog, like public access testing, and also we train the dogs to do specific behaviors that help each veteran with their own disability issues.
Okay, so it's kind of customized to that particular.
Totally customized.
Okay.
But generally, normally about 6 months.
Okay.
And, you know, veterans are usually in the program for a little while before they go home with a dog. But then they bring their dog to class each week, and
sure.
Our trainer Amanda Hanson also does private individual classes with all of the veterans on issues that are particular to them.
Well, as a matter of course, or just if something, an issue kind of arises with the pair?
Well, both. I mean, as a matter of course, those issues are always arising.
Okay, I see. All right, well, this is Talking Animals. If you just tuned in, we're speaking with Paul Manners and others momentarily about Pit Bulls for Patriots, which pairs rescued pit bulls with veterans suffering from PTSD. If you'd like to join the conversation, ask a question, offer a comment, please call 813-239-9663 or email dj@wmnf.org. So Paul, I mean, this seems like it's grown very quickly and very well, but again, very fast. I mean, you know, in launching this, have there been any sort of bumps in the road so far? Because, you know, something has moved that fast, and typically with something like this, there's usually some growing pains along the way, or has it been pretty smooth?
Well, it's been nothing but bumps, really, because it started as just an idea, and we really had no idea how to do it.
Okay.
But you know, we had some bumps in initially getting the word out to the veterans that we were doing this.
Sure.
You know, but fortunately, Bay Pines has been very helpful in you know, telling veterans about it.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the large hurdles that every organization faces is funding. We don't get any. We're a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. We don't get any money from the VA or the government. All of our money comes from private donations. And at this point, it's really come from a very small number of donors, you know, including our own family.
Sure.
But you know, we're really at the point where we need to reach out to, you know, to the public
to expand and keep those resources strong. Well, we're gonna meet Brian and Dozer in just one sec, but along those lines, I just want to say that once this was all confirmed and I started getting the word out, I mentioned this a little bit to you guys off the air, but I'm mostly talking to the folks listening at this point, I guess. Got word out on Facebook and the usual methods that I do, email blast, website here for WMNF, etc., and talking to people just individually. I mean, the response has really kind of mirrored my own. Extremely enthusiastic, extremely supportive, and so along those lines, and along the lines of what Paul just mentioned, you know, they are 501c3, and all those really the funds are just coming from donations. So again, the website is pitbullsforpatriots.org, and Paul mentioned when they arrived that I guess in the wake of the show being scheduled, some kind of anonymous supporter has decided they will match any donations that come in the next 24 hours for Pitbulls for Patriots. So that's fantastic, and obviously, you know, the more the merrier, because you know every dollar becomes $2 and so on. So, anyways, I just think that's really fantastic.
That's
and
right.
again,
That was a veteran who had the resources, who wanted to do that. And as far as our website, I should say pitbullsforpatriots.org. That's with the numeral 4.
oh right, I'm
Not
sorry, I
FOR,
should have. Yeah,
so
I was reading it that way, but I should have
Pitbulls, numeral
clarified.
4,
Yeah.
patriots.org.
Right, and then more to the point, I think you click on the dog, right? Is that
Click on the dog.
Yeah. Okay. Once you get there.
You'll see.
Okay. So I kind of want to circle back to some other specifics about the program in a minute, but I really do want to more officially meet Brian and Dozer. So Brian, let's find out a bit about you. First of all, when and where did you serve?
Well, the best way to describe it for me is my life basically changed as of 9/11. I was a high school student. I was just about to turn 18. Once that happened, I went straight in and volunteered and got my high school diploma and served my I've been to Operation Iraqi Freedom. I've been over a couple other places like Afghanistan and a couple others. I was also in Hurricane Katrina. As far as me getting with the program, I've been trying to do different counseling training and going to daytime and trying different ways to better myself and get more used to being back here in society and dealing with some of the issues that I've been
Sorry, I think you're right, but when did you return to, when did you complete your service?
I completed my service around 2009. Was my last time that I officially was discharged from the service. I was a wounded soldier, so they finally let me go. And with it, I started treatment pretty much right after that. But my issue was the treatment did good, but when I went home was my problem, and trying to live everyday life. Well, this program was